perfectly in there because he's going to be just as tanky and bring a lot more, cross-map mobility, especially when Shin is banned.
But Rampage have decided they want to answer that with a little bit more firepower.
So he doesn't get dove or threatened by Mission, although now it's opened up a gank opportunity.
Looks like it's bait, insta-flash, but he's still going to follow through with one of his own, and now Ramane on the chase. Looks like we're going to have some backup, but will it be too little too late? No, it is not, as Riris comes in. First blood's going to be on Tussle, as it's picked up by Riris, and the Scatter of the Week scatters Ramane back to the safety of his tower. Not stunned, but meanwhile there's a gank up top. Godquai, he flashes forward. Oh, and there's going to be a Hero's Entrance on top of that Rumble. There's no flash, and Eevee, let's see what he can do. Taunted up under the tower. Tussle trying in for the relief effort, but just too late.
Yeah, too little too late, and
Teleport ward already down, and Godquai looking to go in. Oh, they've got to jump up, and Yutori Mayashi is going to get a knockback, but Galio's right behind him, and even though Evie's there, it's not going to be nearly enough. Even Mission coming in, not needed for the cleanup duty. That's a double kill for Unified.
And there's a lot of members here, not the biggest creep wave, so they should be cleared out by Rampage, and their tower shouldn't be underhand, but hold on.
Oh, man, Evie even flashes, but he gets taunted up off the back half, forcing out Ramane. It's ultimate now. Unified
time for Yutori and this Tristana.
Yeah, it looked like Hong Kong Attitude wanted to try to get the catch off, but it was Dara that they managed to find, and this is the team fight chance for Rampage. Can they get the kills off? Godquai not quite going down, but they've got a taunt up onto the Tristana. Yutori Mayashi going down to Mission's ultimate. Power unleashed on that last tick of health bar. Now Ramane trying to save. Let's see if they can keep it going. There's the lockdown on the Rumble, and in comes Riris. The gank squad was real. In the mid lane, 23 minutes, we've got 6 kills on the board for Hong Kong. Try and be the hero. I don't know if he's going to get the chance. His Mission standing on the back, trying to force him back, and Dara, he's got the block up here, but they can see they're going to turn around. Don't need the big purple worm. Instead, they want the fight, turning it over onto Tussle if they can get him out of the picture, while the Baron's still aggroed. Looks like Mission's going to get knocked back, but he's staying alive for the time being. That's a big shield. Baron gets smited on down, and Riris is still holding on to everyone from Rampage.
Here comes Evie.
Hong Kong Attitude, they've not lost a man. Evie looking to come around the side, but it might be too little and too late. Godquai still stunned up. Looks like he's going to be the first casualty of the team, or is he? One more auto attack is going to do it for Ramane, but that is a death well spent.
So we're already on the up.
Well, they also did it so effectively to block out the potential steal attempt as Godquai finds Death Rush, but looks like it might be the death of Rampage. Riris going all the way in. The equalizer's thrown down, but it's just going to make them back off. Riris even claiming a kill for himself, while the rest of the team is bringing up the rear. That's a double kill. That Galio deals some serious damage. Shield of Duran. Ramane stunned up. Scout of the Weekend Unified with the last hit. It means the door is wide open for Hong Kong Attitude.
And Riris is just so far ahead of the clock right now. The gold advantage, you can already see 10K in his favor. It doesn't matter. He's also got the Baron on top of it. Effectively, he is unkillable. There's no one who can do damage to him, so he's free to just run freely into the backlines and create so much space for his team.
He's been a part of every single one of the kills Hong Kong Attitude have had in this game, and it looks like that might be all the ones as they're looking to close this out, just zoning out Yutori Mayashi as the unleashed power comes in. He hops back into the fountain, but their Nexus towers are being cut through. Dara, last chance saloon here as he throws up the Glacial Fissure, but the Nexus is bare with the minions on top. Tussle going down and out. Nothing they can really do here as Mission gets himself a spree kill, and this is going to be all she wrote for Hong Kong Attitude. This is the start. This team wants to be top 16, and a big win on their board is going to help them do it.
And it's only a single kill as well as an Infernal Drake that denies them the perfect game. HKA came in today. Their solo queue Karma top lane specifically could still be a Karma top.
Yeah, so I think it's a pretty safe bet to just say... Yeah, that's true. Tierwolf, okay. Oh, he finds Dowell and Venus. Kick back into Pallet. Oh, he thought his own neighborhood was safe, but not anymore.
So the play still stands. They wanted to go
the top because he knows that the rest of his team, they're in the bottom side. However, there's a teleport coming in. Young Generation, they do want to fight, pulling the trigger, getting the root off on two, and in comes a Corki. It's a special delivery, and I don't think Fix wanted to ring that bell. It's going to be one tower taken down by Venus. Meanwhile, the fight is on 5v4 in the bottom, but YG, they look like they're getting the better of it. One more knock-up, and Nocti is not perturbed by that. See, going back in, Inspire, and there's a root on Mantarraya.
Yeah, but they retain their health bars. You know, Kog'Maw wasn't killed, and Galio threatening the dive.
Oh dear, Nocti, he's gonna give it, or is he still staying alive through the root? Gets the eat on Mantarraya, flashes away to the safety of behind the rest of his team, and now KLG in trouble.
And again, I'm not gonna blame KLG. You know, they could just exploit other areas on the map while KLG are busy down here.
Yeah, but YG, they find themselves a little bit outgunned. Fix gets one kill on the board. That's the first for Chaos Latin Gamers. Nocti, let's see how tough he can hang under this tower. This time, no help is coming, so get in the pit. And looks like Nocti's going to try to buy a little bit of time with his health bar. Fix gets 2, but look what's happening up top.
Exactly, and this is the play that KLG were trying to get. They will get the tower, but like I said, while...
KLG, they might get collapsed on here, or will it be Young Generation that stepped too far forward? Pallet, he has to go quick. And it looks like Tierwolf gets the pit on, but it doesn't matter. He's going to be jumping right back. Fix gets 1 kill to start things off. Now just trying to look tasty as KLG on the chase. Living Artillery, 1 shot, 2 shot. Young Generation, there's Big Cora right in the back. Nocti takes down Tierwolf right off the end of it. Looks like 2 roots down. Slow's gonna have to flash away. Plugo and Fix turn things out. Can they get the damage on Mantarraya? Trying to go for the dive under tower, but it's a shutdown as Big Coro does go big. And as the dust settles right now, it looks like Young Generation 5 seconds from respawn. Mantarraya trying to disrupt, but I don't think it's going to happen. Couple more auto attacks, gets the root. Taunt doesn't really matter. Noel even finds the APM to spam his buttons and get himself some swag at the end of that one. So smited down Baron at 24.5 minutes for Young Generation.
Exactly.
Such relief for this team that started out their Worlds experience 0-2. If they can put this one away with the W in the books, they'll be pretty happy that they still have a chance. Now, Nocti taking up 3. Tierwolf jumps the pit, but I don't know if he wants this Thunderdome to go on. Nocti just gets a numb on, and Tierwolf having to back away. Rupture, flag, drag. They will be able to shut him down. Fix has got a 4th kill of his own.
But what did they lose in return? It's lit up KLG. Makes sense. They are a composition about the Kog'Maw, so they want to be grouped up. But it leads to situations like this.
Yeah, now unfortunately finding himself without a whole lot of allies. Trusted that he'd be able to get out of harm's way, and not the case this time around.
Quick, they've killed the Corki. Get to the base.
Yeah, tag time. All right, Big Coro and Pallet on the inhib. Teleport coming in, and the rest of KLG coming. And I don't know if Young Generation's bottom lane will be able to get out of this one nice and safe, but they realize they might just be able to kill Fix before it happens. That is a lot of shields right there. And I don't know if YG can take this fight as the teleport's about to finish. Nocti comes in. It's a shutdown for Fix onto Big Coro, but it's still a melee in the mid. And now Venus working his way through the last few hits of that tower as they decide to turn back in on the fight. Mantarraya gets the charm, stun up onto 2, looking for Nocti, and he just keeps tanking everything. Pallet is gonna have to swap his way out as he's a little low on the health bar, but there's a front line right there to clear away the rest of this inhib.
With Kog'Maw dead, there is no one to stop them.
Playing it out nice and easy to close things out. This would be great for Young Generation to try and get a W on the board, give them a chance to still qualify for the elimination stage. It's not but Nexus Towers left for Chaos Latin Gamers. Can they hold together?
This is where we hold them.
All right, I don't see no Pantheon though, unfortunately. Chaos Latin Gamers are gonna have to find something out of nowhere. 300 Spartans might be hiding behind that fountain, we'll see. Nocti getting the knock up, there's the Featherstorm coming out. A few speed ups, but there's no damage. They've already lost 1 Nexus turret. Tierwolf looking for Noel, but the rest of Young Generation turn forward. Venus gonna get a kick off. Tierwolf gets the Thunderdome on, but it doesn't matter. Noel is still able to fire over the edge of the pit. Slow going in, gets a knockback, finding Pallet. Mantarraya makes a hero's entrance, and that's 1 kill to start off this fight.
Fix
but Chaos Latin Gamers, they've already found 2. Fix is still looking massive right now, but is it going to be enough? Noel gets Mantarraya, and 1 by 1 the Protectors fall, and so does the Kog'Maw. A double kill for Noel, and there's nothing but the base. 30 minutes exact on the clock. Young Generation staying alive and take the win over KLG.
I mean, it was a 20K gold difference in the end, so Fix tried to do what he could, but he just couldn't go Super Saiyan enough as Young Generation just mowed. And it does mean that it will be a Karma support, so I'm glad to see Cass again. We've seen multiple different iterations of the build. We've seen Cassiopeia's going towards the Rod of Ages to try to compensate Ink this mid lane, and this is where I wanted Rampage to really focus attention is here they go.
Okay, Scout of the Week, that might just save his life. However, the barrel comes out.
Cass.
A little bit too late, dodged by Ramane, and it's first blood on the 1v2.
Oh, here comes Tussle.
Oh man, this just turned right around. 1907 Fenerbahce thought they had the inside track, but Ramane gets the kickback onto Crash, but he might just seal the doom of his mid laner. No, it's a Shen Shield. And what a play for Rampage.
And here. Yeah, and Rampage are making it very clear that the mid lane is what they want.
All right, Scout of the Week. The Unleashed Powers on top of Frozen. They push him back. And it looks like Ramane is going to make it out by the skin of his teeth.
Again, these guys, they feel great to start a 5v5 right now.
Oh, everyone's coming in. And not to mention, they've also got the Ardent Sensor. Oh, my goodness. Japone gets the steal out on the end. They can't quite pick up the Eye of the Rift Herald, so Rampage decide they want to take the 5v5 fight right to him, but they're getting a little bopped around. Crash starts it off with a party barrel to kill Evie, and Ramane, isolated from the team, has to flash back
Rampage
into
out of position, but speaking of out of position, hello?
Yeah, Frozen, he's got to slither away real fast, but Tussle flashing forward, bringing the Shen to the party. That might have been overkill, but Evie is able to finish the job. Tussle set to fall already. The minions are going to do the rest of the work, and the rest of 1907 Fenerbahce coming to bear. Crash around the back of the pit, but this Baron's not nearly low enough. Can they turn for the fight? The Aldrin, that is a big shield on top of him, and he flag drags in, goes for the dome, and Ramane's gonna fall to start things off. Frozen cleaning him up off the back of it. Yutori Mayashi knocked up to the high ground. They got Baron Fever for sure. Now Tussle looking to try and catch out onto Padden. He gets the kick back into Ramane, turns and burns, and they're gonna be able to find him. Rampage taking out the carry right there, and even through the heel. Capone still standing strong, and Crash gets caught on the stun. Tussle around the side looking to delete. Padden gets the kick off and interrupts the jump. That might just be enough to do it. 5-man, they're going to turn for this one, but they're going to have to fight for it with 3 Infernal Drakes to see if they can stop this one. A lot of pings flying on all sides. Evi's not started to stop, and it's going to be Tussle who gets knocked up into the team. Still a lot of damage, but they got Wild Growth on, and it's going to be a big party barrel. Redemption is not going to land on Adara. Let's see if they can take out Frozen to start things off. There's a shutdown for Evi, and the Kog'Maw will find a kill onto Thaldrin. Rampage looking to finish this.
Take it.
There they go, starting it. All right, but Tussle's in danger. Has to safeguard back. They don't want to do it.
They're given so much respect. Now Padden is back into position, so this Tristana definitely is a problem. And Tussle is taking a lot of damage standing behind the monster.
Oh, you can say that again. Evi tried for the taunt, but it's not enough. They're inside the back of the Baron pit. Yutori Mayashi forced to flash away. Not in this fight. Evi's isolated for the team, and everything is going wrong. Padden gets Ramane looking for Evi. They turn back onto the Baron, and the aggro doesn't even reset.
Disaster. The indecisive means that 1907 Fenerbahce will get the Baron, but Tussle, the miracle still.
Let's see if he can do it. Sends the Sonic Wave just a smidgen too late. Down he goes. And 1907
still doesn't get it. Crash secures the Baron and might secure the victory here for 1907 Fenerbahce. Triple Infernal, 35 minutes of the game with the Baron, and now sieging on bot and mid.
Yeah, that tower's getting cut through pretty quickly right now. A lot of crits coming out of that Tristana cannon. Down goes the first tower inside the base. Still pings flying. Rampage. Yeah. As you've mentioned so many times, LGL, small league, small region, emerging, trying to prove that they have the chops to tangle with some of these larger regions. But TCL producing some serious contenders, even on the world stage. And once again, it looks like 1907 Fenerbahce might be joining those ranks pretty soon as Crash goes in, gets the knockback, and they're going to start the deletions. Yutori Mayashi's already out of this fight, and so he goes. So goes the damage. The dominoes are falling,
forward.
and they just keep on moving. The double kill for the Casio. They don't even need that inhibitor. Already got one down in the bottom. There goes the ace. 35 minutes on the clock, and it's all over but the crying as 1907 Fenerbahce turn it back around, getting themselves one more win and going undefeated in their group.
Fenerbahce executing on what Rampage was just a bit doing, which was pulling the trigger on
the Galio. Little more protection, but it's not a Kog'Maw. It's a Xayah. A little bit more based around that mid-game power spike. Having a lane phase that does have good wave clear in it.
Slight gold advantage. Manta Raya is here to try and deal with this. Here comes Plugo as well. It's a 2v2. Cap's not on his way yet, and of course no shockwave, because he already used that in the lane. Soaz with the twisted advance trying to dodge the shield of Duran, but there comes the taunt, and now Soaz is having to run up towards the top side. Here's the hero's entrance. Soaz so low, gets taken out. First blood. KLG is Manta Raya and Plugo combined.
And it hasn't leashed.
Get that mid tower, allowing you to play around the Shen, play around the Galio, play around these globals. They're also trying to play around bots. They're getting knocked back. Here comes the TP by Soaz, but that's going to be a little bit too late here. Now, Fnatic decide to cancel the teleport and lose the Rift Herald, so it's a pure gain for Chaos Latin Gamers.
Yeah,
Caps has finished the Andries Torment. T-Wolves gets jumped on here by Rekkles, looking
Another
for the
reset.
recharge, but here comes the Galio, and perhaps Rekkles has been baited in, knocked back. Manta Raya there as well. The taunt from Fnatic have 5 members, and now Rekkles is still alive. Already we're going to see the KLG members falling lower and lower. The shockwave double flash. Here comes the Featherstorm from Fix, but already Soaz has been able to kill T-Wolves. Slow dead as well. KLG had no damage, and Fnatic had the members to back up Rekkles.
Like we said, super low damage composition. Plugo, Manta Raya, Tierwolf, they have the takes there. Slow gets there. Fix is the last one to show up to the party, and he's the most important person. He was the birthday boy.
He was the birthday boy, but he wasn't able to make the plays that he needed to do, and KLG gave a few presents over to Fnatic, but at the moment they're trying to be the party upsetters. There's the Baron falling, Fix dead as well, and now KLG have to run for the hills. Plugo caught out the explosive charge, doing a lot of work. He's going to get taken down eventually by Fnatic, and Fnatic will get 5 kills and secure themselves the Baron.
And Cap's gonna get shielded.
Manta Raya not quite able to make the big play he wanted to there. He goes down as well. 5-2 in favor of Fnatic. 2 towers.
Sieging it up. Feel like they can just shield Rekkles, have him walk up. puts shots into the turret. He's not afraid because he knows he can buffer the rocket jump.
Shockwave onto
Whoa.
T-Wolf as well, just to force him back. Broxah, you
lot.
can think you could sense it.
Almost.
Like, do I Void Rush? Do I Void Rush? Not quite. But Soaz is going to jump into the back line here. Comes the Hero's entrance to knock up onto Mantarraya, but the root actually cancels the Galio coming into that fight. Redemption for Fnatic as they try and take down KLG in the base. 26 minutes in. Fnatic are not done with this fight yet, but perhaps Rekkles is done as he gets knocked in. The Stand United comes out to keep Fix alive, and KLG are now the ones on the back foot as Fnatic continue to pound down, to continue to step forward and say, KLG will take you on in your base. Cab splashes in, Fix goes down, and there's the double knockup onto Mantarraya as well. He is going to go down to Pound Town as Fnatic continue to clean up kill after kill after kill in the base of KLG.
And Fnatic, we said that KLG had a composition where they're looking to protect Fix. The Orianna and the Janna able to get Rekkles every time he jumps in, and they make quick work of KLG.
Fnatic are going to secure the top spot in their group. Group C belongs to FNC 3-0.
And that's exactly what you want to see from that pool, Alistar. Because if you spell shield, you eat the headbutt, you take the pulverize, right? You can't spell shield, you have to flash when that combo comes out.
Works well in Icebreaker, can get the passive on towards that blue buff, has a lot of burst. There we go, straight from 800 HP, great burst. Here's Crash as well, Mission coming in from the side as Frozen looks for the trade. Down from the top side is Thorgrim, but he's already low. He roots on towards Godcry, who tries to get to the Basco, but it's first blood for Crash, and they're going to chase onto Rivis as well. Just need a red buff to slow it down that Galio. The flash will come out soon. One more auto attack from Crash, he could flash for it. There's the stun lock underneath the tower, the Justice Punch knocks Crash back. Still a flash available for this Galio. Thorgrim's coming in, Galio flashes away, and HKA escapes.
I think you're just done for as soon as the Alistar is
And there's the knockup, there's the kill, easy peasy, say HKA as they secure their first kill of this game.
Yeah,
Wait for Longzhu, such a great mid lane, he is the carry.
Again, Thaldrin did this before.
Mission's gonna get locked up, no flash knock back, but here comes the tree, and there goes Mission.
And this is fantastic from Thaldrin. When he got on this Maokai in the previous game.
Especially since winning this game secures them that tiebreaker match against Fenerbahce later on. The winner of this is looking for that first seed in the group.
And this is the awkward thing right here. Thaldrin is being aggressive, but this is Unified showing up out of nowhere.
And Thaldrin is going to get shredded down by that Tristana. Great knockback. Rivis with the chase with the Righteous Glory gets the slow down, and eventually HKA will take the fight. Fenerbahce trying to answer with a Baron on the other side of the map, but they are missing.
Dude, right now it just seems like it's even again. So they're trying to throw kind of wrenches in there, and Unified is that wrench.
Stun onto Crash. Here come the rest of the HKA members. Godquite with the knockback, and that's a dead jungler. And now HKA can look for the Baron.
And they're just not expecting Unified to show up.
HP, Fenerbahce.
Thaldrin going in.
But here comes Thaldrin in from the backline. Nature's Grasp used as well. Frozen.
Tristana.
Tristana so low, but managing to survive. Already the Orianna's dead. HKA lose 1-for-1 in this trade. Kai Wing low as well. Fenerbahce turning it around, and Rivis is going to fall as well because Padden is still alive, Zyrene. And Padden is padding that KDA. Rivis with the shielded Duran will lock them up for the time being, but once again HKA unable to play around the Baron. Rivis escapes, but HKA lose the fight in the pit.
They lost Crash earlier, they lose Frozen there. A 2-for-2, we're back at even. And now they're gonna start this up. The jungler's about to walk in, TP mid from this Galio.
Super cheeky from Japone as well to use the blast cone to knock Godquai away.
But now Japone in trouble, Unified looking for him.
Unified has the red buff. Here's Thaldrin, Padden, and Crash in the pit. Godquai off towards the side as well. Has got that ability to steal.
Oh, the crits!
Unified caught out though as Crash jumps onto him already. They've killed the AD carry, and where's the damage? But the other AD carry's down. Now the Lulu's dead as well. 2-for-1 in favor of HKA, and they will back away for now as they win a trade in the river.
The Krugs, and then he went and he's proxying the wave. So Thaldrin's like, what are you doing? Looks like he's trying to free himself up to roam.
Shockwave hits onto Mission. Crash was knocked back. Unified's going to open up.
Oh, the Lulu!
On a gun. Japone is low. The Unleashed power takes him out. And now Mission's got the first kill. Crash jumped on by Unified. This is going to be a jungler down as Padden tries to see if he can ricochet some boomerangs around, but not going to have the damage.
Yeah, they don't want to contest this. Pretty different than the way the last few fights are going, and these guys are low too.
He won't quite even get the mid
Elder Dragon for Hong Kong attitude.
That's pretty darn devastating. There's Cloud Drakes up against each other. It came down to a point
go.
like this, and actually HKA able to break the inhibitor tower. Crash was up in the top lane, unable to react. Thaldrun down towards that bottom side. If they can take this inhibitor, perhaps that can spell the game for them. But Thaldrun's looking for the flank. Galio on his way, knocks in with the hero's entrance, knocks up. Crash the knock back with the cast. And now we're going to see a lot of damage coming out from Unified, who is still alive on the back of this fight. HKA stepping forward, looking for the inhibitor. Just need to crack this base, just need to take this single inhibitor in the middle lane to really open up the game and help them take down Fenerbahce.
Well, Mission just trying to look to distinct advantage over what the Sivir has, and we just saw in that last fight, they just have a lot more damage at tankiness.
Shield of Duran is going to taunt up Thaldrun. He's trying to run away. Here come the rest of Fenerbahce.
Trying to catch him out.
Unified does have the flash. They're looking instead for Riris. The Shockwave comes down. Riris with the Shield of Duran gets another taunt. Damage reduction. He's going to knock them back. The Nature's Grasp stuns him up. There's the root as well. Kai Wing seeing if he can get a flank off, but HKA
With TP, and they don't have the ultimates just yet. You can see Shockwave back up. Now, Thaldrun is about to have his ulti. They're going for a 50-50. This is just like the last time.
Fenerbahce won it the last time. They're looking to win it once again and take the game against HKA. The
Tristana's going mid. They aren't actually committing to this.
Tristana's not there, but the steal from Mission across the walls. Irene, he gets it. Fenerbahce looking for the fight, but Unified is looking for the win. He's going in. He's got the Baron. He's got the minions. Jump to the base. Jump to the Nexus Towers, because Unified is going to end the game. That is some Hong Kong attitude for you. Patton trying to stop him. Can he get Unified?
It's the AD carry battle.
Cannot get the Nexus, but here
Galio
comes Galio. Unified jumps in, and Unified wins! And Hong Kong attitude are going to take down Fenerbahce. The Nexus falls, and HKA take us to a tiebreaker.
That was insane. There was so much buildup.
At a 75% win rate across the tournament thus far. Could have been the Gnar as well, but it is going to be Galio. Nocti known much more for his tank and utility top laners than for down Big Koro and Pallet. Boxer looking for this dive up towards the top side. Nocti boxing the Shield of Duran.
Oh, Soaz took aggro.
To Soaz. Boxer looking to see if he can get the damage. The beast comes out and Soaz goes down. Good kill for Nocti as here comes Venus. Can he crush the spider under the barrel? Boxer takes a barrel to the face, still has the flash. The Cocoon looking for the flash across the wall, does land a Big Koro engaged on here with the concussive blows.
One more
Reckless
shot.
needs one more shot, but can't quite get there. And now
The turn.
turns it back around. The heel, the kill. Big Koro with another for Young Generation.
The biggest Koro on the team. Push down bottom. Reckless stepping up. They're going to exploit
Vision
him.
of it. There we go. He has to jump across the wall. Chased. Glitter Lance. Ignite.
Wow.
Long shot. The Vietnamese snipe turret taking ability.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
can use
oh.
Rift Herald, but that's scattered, and that Rift Herald should be cancelled out. But Caps goes low. The explosive cast takes him down. And Young Generation used the Rift Herald as a bit of a bait and looked towards mid.
Well, I feel like he didn't know that was going to happen. He got picked up. Caps went forward, blew both summoner spells, and it's going to be the same result as if they had picked up that Rift Herald and used it here. Unless this wave gets cleared.
Boxer there with the volatile
Null from behind on
Null
Jesus.
on the flank. One minion remains, but here comes Reckless. Null jumps in, trying to take the tower first. Wild
Shots
Growth,
on him.
knock up with the Glacial Fissure. The stun down, and Reckless gets a kill. Null a little bit over-aggressive for that mid lane tower.
Yeah, the fact.
Reckless, you're on a ward, my man. And there comes the explosive cast, knocking back Pallet with
dead.
the Wild Growth, and Reckless is dead. He just was not aware of the vision from Young
Catch
Generation.
somebody who walks up.
There, they're going to catch out Caps, who flashes away. Nor jumps straight into Cocoon. Jezzes puts up the Unbreakable and tries to shield the rest of the Fnatic lineup. Nor continuing to press forward. Caps is low. Already Jezz is dead. Nor still alive in the front line. Soaz there doesn't have the beast, so he can't nom down on the Young Generation. And the Millennials are winning this battle. They've killed so many industries, and at the moment they are killing Fnatic. Young Generation looking for Boxer. Big Koro gonna face straight into him.
Whoa.
The Cocoon hits. Pallet flashes away, and that's who Boxer wanted. Now Boxer knocked airborne. That's a dead jungler, and Young Generation can look straight towards the Baron, away from Fnatic, and Fnatic have something to say about this.
Keep this Cho'Gath out if you're Young Generation.
No feast for him just quite
Yeah,
yet.
almost.
2,000 HP on that Baron. His Jezz is in the front line. Caps off towards the
Syndra.
side, trying to steal it. Can't get it. 51 HP, and the Galio secures it. And now Fnatic have to run for the hills because Jezz is going to go down. Young Generation, 8 kills to 2 up. A Baron in their back pocket, and they are chip damage after chip damage on
Walking
towards
up.
this tower. Big Koro walks up the shield, and they will get the turret. Fnatic unable to defend their base as Young Generation crack into it. So as knocked back, he popped the Righteous Glory. Here's Nocti as well, joining the fight. Jezz jumps forward. Reckless and Caps are looking for it. They're on the backline. The Cocoon doesn't connect. The Taunt does, and Jezz is
Found it with Nocti, but he's hella tank.
Shield of Duran will keep him alive for the time being. Knocked back from Venus. That's an ultimate use.
It's a good disengage, though, because that allows Null to continue pushing this bottom side.
I think they kept Soaz around across towards the top side as well. It
Mid.
might just be Fnatic giving up this inhibitor, but they've been played across the map. Perhaps they've even played themselves because they are investing time into this Baron, and Young Generation are investing time into the base. They're looking for it. 3 members against 2. Venus looking for the steal as well. Knock away. Buster shot. Fnatic get the empowered recalls from the Baron, but can they get away from Nocti and Venus? Because at the moment their Nexus towers are falling. Young Generation are looking for the upset of the tournament as they go for the Nexus towers. The backs come out. Null is jumping around. Null could do the Cassadin. He can do the backdoor. He's looking for it. Is he going to get it against Fnatic? Rox has killed 1. Null, Pallet, Nocti. Young Generation get the win against Fnatic.
No tiebreaker. Young Generation are the number 2 team. And this is something that's not that great into Tristana if he buffers the rocket jump appropriately. But another champion that's quite a good matchup here is the Echo into the Syndra. Echo had
Elimination match in a couple of days.
Oh.
Kind of corruption. Hook. Wing's going to land it. Pattern knocked back with the explosive cast. What a superb combo. But Pattern with the barrier flash isn't going to quite be able to get away. Unified flashes in for the kill.
event from Riri's.
He's going to join the fight.
It's going to be a smite fight.
Thouldrin might have been thought he was a little bit closer.
This is what?
As you say, the knockback, but the smite goes down. Crash secures it, dies straight away. Fenerbahce valuing
Ulti as well.
Chain of corruption. There's the root. Wild Growth comes out at the start, but Pattern caught out, taken down, Kowing. With the noise that a lot of Fenerbahce fans were making with that push forward. He's going to go straight into Godquine Kowing. The knockback Static Field, he does survive. Chain of corruption lands, though. They're not quite going to get the kill onto him. And meanwhile, the Nature's Grass is going to come out looking for the flank because Frozen is fighting Mission down towards the bottom side of this. Nature's Grass lands, but only on towards Godquine. He's knocked back. The body slam
Echo got him away. Echo's
Echo
flanking.
has got the Syndra away, and now the flank comes out. Pattern jumping in, jumping forward onto Unified, a kill onto the Lulu, but here comes Frozen, and this is the mid laner that needed to carry Fenerbahce. The pick that was left for him, the counter pick of this Echo. A great scatter the week for Mission, but Frozen is not done. He freezes Kaiwing in place and gets the kill for Fenerbahce. It was an overpush. They thought they could catch out Crash. They thought they could get the kill.
Again.
And once again, Mirus has overpushed a little bit in the bottom lane. He's looking for this tower. It does have the hero's entrance, of course. Tholdrin needs to try and lock him up if he uses that. The knockback with the Justice Punch, but I think Mirus is just trying to execute to the tower. Crash has now gone the other way, and here comes the shielded Duran from Mirus to try and keep himself alive as well. He cannot hero's entrance, as you say, because there's no one in range, so he's just trying to delay for as long as possible. Good Justice Punch into the flash. Crash with the chase. Crash still going. He can use that bush, of course, for the movement speed. Mirus realizes it, and Crash secures his second kill of the game.
Godquine, bro, where you at?
In the top lane, and he got a couple of waves.
Another route.
Chain into hook, into knockback. Explosive cask, explosive kill. Explosive early game here from Hong Kong Attitude.
I mean, sure, you have flash, you have barrier, you have ulti. It doesn't matter. Patton's just going to get rocked.
But Fenerbahce can still play around this mid lane. The Nature's Grasp onto Mission does have the flash, but realizes there's nowhere to go. Once again, Tholdrin gets the kill, and the control ward control from Hong Kong.
But even walking up to place those is sometimes just too far.
Godquine is going to be able to get the engage. Tholdrin is able to use the Twisted Advance. Frozen looking for the flank, of course, doesn't have that ultimate, still on cooldown. The engagement, Godquine, the knockback, and they're looking through Japone. They take him down. Pattern with the kickback. Frozen trying to get on the backside of HKA as Crash pounds down from only one deep ward up towards that top side, and that's it.
Oh, here comes Tholdrin trying to make the play.
Nature's Grasp in. They know Rivis is on the other side of the map. Does have the teleport. Looking for the hero's entrance as well. The knockback onto Frozen as he jumps in, and there's Tholdrin going low. The damage down onto that tree is monumental, and the unleashed power takes him down. Yelling Timber, HKA, kill.
Your Energizer build, they're good to fight. That's what it's going to come down to.
Nature's Grasp comes out. Godquine forced off towards the side. Kawing is going to get caught by that, and Tholdrin doesn't want the Blitzcrank, wants Unified instead. Goes in. Here's the hero's entrance. Kawing flashes out. Explosive cast, not enough. Frozen doing what? But here comes the damage as Crash gets locked out at the backside. Riris in the front line. The stun lands, but Fenerbahce having to run for the heals as Pattern jumps the wall, and HKA have killed a little bit here. Puts the Paolo conversions down. Knows Riris doesn't have the shielded Duran. It's now back up as he jumps in. Does land the taunt. Godquine there as well with Kawing. And there comes the static field. The Zonya's used by Frozen. He does not have the Chrono Bake. He's trying to get out. Flashes the wall. And actually, Mission just died to Pattern. He was caught out from the rest of his team. And now Frozen has the ult as well. Yeah. Paolo conversions is going to come out. He's going to jump back. There we go. Double kill as he jumps all the way in. The teleport coming out already. But Frozen's dead. Now Unified goes down as he takes out Crash. Unified somehow survives. It's up to Pattern. He's on the back line. He's going to jump forward. I can sense it. Do it, Pattern. Be a man as he jumps all the way onto Godquite. The Righteous Glory Slow comes out, and Fenerbahce are turning this one
Oh, the
all
ulti
the way
again.
back around. The Nature's Grasp has already connected on Godquite. He's going to jump up towards the side, but Thaldrin is there. They're not going to be able to get
Adam, though, taking a lot of damage.
Yeah, back of the pimp means you take more damage. Godquite perhaps looking for engage. They don't know that Frozen is there. Riris is in the mid lane, has the hero's entrance. Knocked back, Frozen jumps into Mission.
the
The parallel
back line.
convergence comes out as well in the hero's entrance, but the spear from downtown kills Mission. And now Fenerbahce are looking for the fight. Unified down, 2 kills already, and Fenerbahce can jump forward. You can see Pattern can taste it. You can see Frozen can taste it. And you can see HKA taste the face of Fenerbahce. They're going to lose 4 members, and Fenerbahce are going to go for the Baron.
They're gonna go on the Baron. It's only Godquite alive. Frozen is a god. That setup with the parallel convergence and then the ultimate afterwards. We were talking about Padden needing to get back in this game. Frozen has been. We're talking about magic. This Tristana was just getting destroyed. Hold on. No. Oh my
Oh, he
god.
survives, though. That could be huge because the hero's entrance comes
He
out.
didn't
Frozen's
get it.
dead. That's a little bit of magic in the Hong Kong attitude of the Hong Kong assassins as they have killed Frozen and Crash. Thaldrin now in the wrong place. Unified just unleashing hell upon Thaldrin, and Thaldrin has to flash away, but you don't get away from HKA as they take 3 kills in the mid lane. The tides can turn. Fenerbahce still 30 seconds on their top laner, 15 on Frozen as well. This will be an inhibitor at least. HKA, though,
They want
look
that one
like they
seed.
want the win. It's just the Nexus do not want this fight. The Elder Drake will go down, and Fenerbahce with their second big objective of the game.
5,000. It goes down so fast with the double mountain.
Frozen TP's in. Here's the Nature's Grasp.
Crash
jumps
in.
in. He steals the Baron, and now HKA need to win this fight because otherwise they've lost the game. Hong Kong attitude looking for the kill. Thaldrin a 4-man stun though with the power convergence. Frozen's in the front line. Thaldrin still tanking stuff up. Here comes Pattern jumping in from the side. Kawing has to run away.
Frozen!
Jumps in. Frozen has to jump out. Thaldrin is there though, and Unified
Wild
is dead.
turkey!
And now it's all on Pattern. He manages to secure 2. That's 3 for him, and that is gonna be the #1 seed for Fenerbahce.
Padden gets the resets, jumps forward, but the steal from Crash means that even if that doesn't go their way, they would have been able to stall, they would have been able to stay in this game, and now they're just gonna take it like you said.
Rivis has to try and defend, but I think it's just going to be last chance saloon for him. This inhibitor tower will fall so quickly, the inhibitor will go down as well, and Rivis might meet the same fate. Fenerbahce don't care about the Galio, but they should care about the minions, because those reduce the Nexus Tower's resistances. Pattern is going to pound down on it. 18 seconds on the next member of HKA. Thaldrin's so tanky, will be able to tank it up, and now it looks like Fenerbahce should be able to close this
That
out.
is
The first seed is going to be theirs. They're going to go through to the elimination matches with an ace, with a victory over HKA. Fenerbahce, welcome to the Big Boys Club.
#1 seed, another